What's up, EA? Dave here, and I've got an incredible new masterclass for you. And so I've built a lot of funnels in my day. We get all hyped up about funnels. We kind of think that, hey, if you get one good funnel that you're going to be successful, right? Well, in my experience, it hasn't been quite that easy. But recently I was talking to one of my new friends, Devin, Zander, and he was showing me the behind the scenes of, really started it. We were talking about proof, and he was using proof on there. It was converting really highly. But then we started talking, he shared his screen, he started walking through his lead magnet, his first upsell page, his second upsells page, all the way through, and he was showing me how he's like putting $1 in and making $5 or $6 out the back every single time using Facebook ads. I was like, Devin, we got to film this, we got to record this thing. And so we actually just kind of scrambled to put together this training as a new masterclass. It's incredible. Frankly, I'm fired up. I'm creating a proof funnel right now, and I'm modeling off of the funnel that you guys are about to see in this masterclass. So check it out. It's awesome. Meat potatoes. I show you every page of the funnel. You can even go opt in and check it out yourself. So check out this one and let me know what you think. Down, 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 What's up, guys? Dave Ruggles here with Proof, here with Devin Zander with Smart Apps. Devin is a new friend that I met online on Facebook in one of the groups. And anyway, Devin is using Proof right now on a whole bunch of different sales funnels, seeing ridiculous results, like 90% conversion rates on some of his stuff. And so I asked Devin to come on, just kind of walk us through some of his funnels, how he's using Proof to sell on funnels that were already doing really well, from what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, they're doing pretty well, but now we've kind of supercharged them. And, the little lightning bolt you guys have and the lightning bolt by Proof, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's a sign.
Dude, it's supercharged. Very cool, man. Give us just some of your background, too, so we kind of know where you're coming from before we dive into the funnels. And, guys, we're going to share his screen. He's going to walk through step by step. So if you kind of want to see what's a great funnel look like, what's working right now to sell both, information products but also software, watch this video because he's going to just show you the whole meat and potatoes here.
All right, Dave. Thank you for the introduction. I'm actually really glad to be here. I've been talking to my CTO about Proof a lot. I really love it. You probably don't know how much I love it, but it's helped our business a lot, and we're really pleased with the results we've gotten so far. I'll share my screen in just a second. I'm going to do a quick intro, I guess. So Devin Zander, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Smart Apps. We're a Shopify app company founded about a year and 8 months ago with Wyatt Joswowski. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace. He's not dead. He's gone. He's focusing on a different company.
He's moved on, but not in the bad way.
Yeah, but so I'm the CEO now. I took over, and since November when I took over, we had maybe 1,000 monthly paying users, and I think just today we passed over 8,000. So, in the first year we had 1,000 monthly paying users, and then just in the past few months we've added another 7,000. So it's absolutely amazing. We've got so many new revenue streams. It's basically all through paid advertising, YouTube and Facebook, and then just some organic stuff. But we're not really going to get into that because it's nowhere near as effective. But we're based here out of St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm 25, turned 26 in 2 weeks. I'll be in Vegas. It's going to be a party. Dave, you're more than welcome to come.
Appreciate
okay,
that.
Come on through.
Anybody listening, you're more than welcome to come too. We'll just see who all shows up.
We'll be at Encore. Okay. You look for the guy at the pool with the S7 tattoo. It doesn't actually exist. But
not yet.
So we've been using Proof a lot for two things, which are our sales funnels and our registration funnels. So our sales funnels, obviously recently purchased. And then on our registration funnels, we've been using it in a few different ways, depending on the funnel, because we've got the lead magnet funnels and then, of course, our webinar registration funnels. It's supercharged our webinar funnels, and we'll walk everyone through that. And what's funny is, Dave, I don't think you know this, but you actually made us switch to ClickFunnels because we were using lead pages before, and I was having a little bit of issue getting it working with lead pages. So I was like, okay, it's a super simple integration with ClickFunnels. It's as simple as plugging in a webhook and then just like putting in the name of the funnel and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it took me like 5 seconds to get set up compared to, I think, 3 hours trying to do it on lead pages. So sorry.
I should have sent you my affiliate link before you signed up, man.
I had it. I was paying monthly. I just wasn't using it.
Okay.
So
And
All right.
for those listening, we integrate perfectly with lead pages now as well. So
Yeah.
we're good to go.
Yeah. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah,
I don't even know what I'm doing anyways. That's why I have a CTO. So let's I'm going to share my screen right here.
Sweet.
Can you see it fine? Should I stop sharing my webcam or?
No, that's great. We can see it fine.
All right. So first things first. So this is the conversion checklist that we're going to go through. But first, I want to kind of take you through. So we launched this last week. You see, we're launching an affiliate thing. If anybody wants to be an affiliate for our conversion checklist, $5 EPCs. Anyway, so we'll walk you through it real quick, and I'll give you an idea of what the funnel looks like. It's pretty simple. A lot of these pages are useless. It stops after the thank you page. This was all just stuff we were testing. Now, let's go through the stats right here. So in the past week, I think we spent maybe like $400, $500 on ads. And let me see. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is actually the wrong funnel. I was so confused for a second. I was like, that's not right. Let's see. It's our smart conversion checklist. Here we are. All right, so now we'll go into stats here. And we've been running ads for about a week now, spending about $100 a day. And, as you can see, there's June 16th to June 20th and, 6,500 in rev. We plan on scaling this like a lot. But Matt, who's one of our co-owners, is making me scale them slowly because he's our resident Facebook ads expert. And he's like, Devin, we can't scale them more than like $5 a day per ad set. So, it's a one day at a time kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as you can see, our conversion rate right here is 93% on an opt-in, which is pretty good. I think people are usually pleased with like 25% or 50%, stuff like that. And honestly, I'll be honest, I get a little upset if we drop below 90. And I'm actually a little upset about this because I sent Dave a screenshot the other day, and we were at 99% conversions on this funnel. And I was really
we waited too long.
I know. I was really hoping it would stay that way, but we actually had some issues with our Facebook ads today, and that's not really important.
So if 100 people click on your ad and go through, 93 of them opt in at that first page there, right?
Yep, 93 people are going to opt in and download our checklist.
And did you ever do this one without proof? This one's always ran with proof.
No, this was only ran with proof. It's only been running for a week. We just launched it last week. We just got the lead magnet finished and only with proof on it. So, I mean,
beautiful.
Yeah, we're using it. I don't even want to split test it because I don't want to risk losing out,
That's the problem.
I know it is a problem. So, and then from there, we have 784. So we convert, I don't know, like 15 to 20% of those people into a $9 purchase. And then we convert 50% of those people who purchased the $9 purchase into a $47 purchase. And then 30% of those people who purchased the $47 offer into a $97 purchase. And we'll walk you guys through this. It's pretty simple stuff. Right now, we're only using proof on the main page to get them in. And it's because our buy buttons are delayed and we want people to kind of focus on the video and the presentation on hand, and we don't want little things popping up and stuff like that. That's something that we are going to split test. We just haven't gotten around to it yet because we're focusing so much on scaling our ads right now and just kind of monitoring that and launching new ad sets. And I'm even going to walk everyone through the ads and we'll go through that. Just so everybody, I want to give them all a good show, a good presentation on what's working now.
Dude, and after this, we'll get you set up where you can delay the first notification to pop up like as you're giving the pitch in the video or something like that if you want to try that.
Yeah,
I can get you set up there.
All right, I'm going to share my entire screen really quick so I'm going to kind of go over what makes a good lead magnet. And then, all right, you can see this just fine now?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to check out the page, and then I'm also going to pop up our lead magnet. So we're giving away a conversion checklist for Shopify stores. So we have over 50,000 people on our email list, all who have Shopify stores. Now, we also have a Facebook group. It's very active, and what we do is we have a guy here in our office, Mason. Mason, you want to yell hello to everyone? I think he has his headphones on. Whatever.
He's there, though. We believe you.
He's there. He's not fake. I'm not making that up.
Got people all around me right now working hard.
What we do is we have a lot of people asking us to review their Shopify store, and basically over time, I found us giving them the same answer. I was like, your store looks terrible. It looks awful. So what we did was like, okay, how can we turn this into a plus? Because, you know, we're spending a lot of time going through people's stores right now, and we want to keep doing it because it's like one of our brand values, and that's actually, you know, part of his job description, right? And like, okay, let's just draw up a PDF of the perfect way to do it, and then we'll still go through people's stores, but first we'll say, hey, you can't, you know, we're not going to go through your stores unless you do this conversion checklist first, right? So they download that, and then we're like, we can use this to generate leads. People are going to love this because, you know, the checklist thing is like the #1 lead magnet. If you go to any lead magnet expert, they'll be like, just do a short checklist, something they can digest really simply.
Well, dude, our main funnel for the Entrepreneur Alliance is, you know, a digital marketing consultation cheat sheet. You know, similar. We got proof on there, and it converts at like 93% as well. You know, looks kind of similar to you, so I totally agree. If you guys are listening to this and you don't have something super dead simple like that, then you're missing out.
Yeah, so we decided to make the conversion checklist, and it's simple. It's 8 pages long, right? And it generates a ton of leads. I do recommend that. I see a lot of people doing lead magnets, and they look not so good. I think that everything your brand does is a representation of your brand, obviously. So when you're building stuff like this, please just get it a nice design. It's going to go so far. It's going to do so much for your brand, and just let your customers or your prospective customers that you're now acquiring. I mean, this is a first impression. You want to be good. You know, you don't want to show up to the date wearing tattered jeans and a ripped shirt, right? So please just get a decent design or something. And this one's like, it's okay. It's pretty good, actually. I'm pretty pleased with this new designer that we hired to do this. We posted a job just to get us someone who specialized in PDF design. But it's just simple. You know, we've got this little lead magnet here, which is, you know, niche. It's just basically we illustrated what a store should look like. We wrote a little text on it, and now they can come in here and they can see it firsthand, you know, what your store should look like. Okay. And then from down here, oh, Matt, just talking so much. Down here, you know, it just goes on, and we just show them what a perfect store should look like. And we have the experience because we've run multiple stores ourselves. Our partner runs a 7-figure Shopify store, so we know how it should look. And it was just in terms of putting it into a PDF and then creating a page to download it. I mean, it's really simple. We just walk through that, and then, you know, like a little bit of branding. So, and I mean, that's basically it. They download this, click here, and then we'll walk into the next step.
Why do you think that, real quick, why do you think that page works so well? You know, when you think about it, you've been in marketing for a while, you crafted this thing, battle tested.
Oh yeah, this is the same.
Working here?
This is the same form we use actually every time, and I can even show you guys. So, this is absolutely amazing. Just, I'm going to pop up a few of these then, since you want to talk about that. Okay, so we've got our, let me see. Okay, I got to remember where this one is. Okay, so this one's, what's it called? Lead magnet has generated over, I don't even know. Let's see, since they updated their stats, we can see how many we've generated here. I think it's over 30,000 leads from this one.
It's so fun to look at that over time.
So I think they, with their new stats, they got rid of the old conversions and stuff. Yeah, so it doesn't go all the way back, but this one right here has generated well over 30,000 leads, I believe. And it's all the same template. Let's see, go down here to order. This funnel's like way out of order for some reason. So we've got our top. This is where it all started, actually. You see, we got something else there. Well, I don't want to talk about that right now. And then we've got our targeting checklist right here. So it's all going to be the same. Whoops. Sorry. We've got all these funnels split up into different things for some reason. I'm not sure why. And then we've got that, right? So
I think that's a good lesson for people too that are listening to this. It's like, once you find something that's working, use it all the time. Like, that's what we've started doing. People are always like creating all these different lead magnets and like craft. It's just like, we use the same stuff over and over in our business so many times. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. So I love that you're doing that.
Yeah. I'm having some technical issues right here. It appears that ClickFunnels has broken my computer.
Well, it's, you know.
Let's just give a second while it loads. Hopefully it loads up. I might have to restart Safari here. Just a second. Let me restart. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. Whoops.
Sweet. I can cut this.
Yeah, sorry about the
I'm going to go and edit everything.
I got to reopen all my tabs now. That's ClickFunnels. All right, I'll break down that page now. It's pretty simple, so I'm just gonna wait to say anything. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Should be back in. All right, I'm back. I'm sharing my screen again.
All right.
Okay, so let's go. Sorry about that, guys. If we're cutting back in already, had a slight technical difficulty, but I'll talk about this funnel and why it works so well. So we basically came up with our original blueprint, right? Which was just something about the topic at hand up top, and then just a really short sentence. And I know a lot of people, I see people talking about it all the time. Mostly Alex Becker, and he teaches a lot of people how to collect email opt-ins because, you know, he owns Market Hero, and obviously they do a lot of email stuff. But this is what I found works best for me. We get better conversions this way. It's seriously like 40% better with just a nice little background. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying about, you know, first impressions and stuff. We want something clean. So like we're an app company, so we've got the little app stuff in the background. And then we obviously want to make it personal. So whenever you're having a lead magnet page or anything, you want it to be defined and personable. So what we do is just address our subject matter at hand, which is Shopify. If I did conversion checklist, obviously the conversions would be lower because people don't know it's a Shopify conversion checklist, right? So we're only helping Shopify stores. We're only targeting people who use Shopify. So we want to make it personal. We want to make it about them and let them know it's going to help them. And then we always have the same blueprint for a headline, which is how you can do X without X or by doing X. Or sorry, how you can do X without Y, or how you can do X by following Y, which is pretty simple. So we just want to kind of paint a vivid picture in our target audience's mind just by telling them that we're going to allow them to do something. So here we have how you can turn your dead Shopify store into a sales machine by following 4 simple conversion steps. Now, one good thing that we like to do also is kind of include a time frame type thing. So a lot of times you'll see in like 72 hours and stuff, but we don't want to give them a time thing. So we just say by following our 4 simple steps, which kind of gives them an idea of how long it'll take by saying, hey, it's only 4 steps and they're simple. So, you know, and that's pretty simple. And we don't change this. We use it at the same time. The only thing we change is the headline and then this, and we don't touch the background. We leave our brand's colors in here, which are green and yellow. And it just works.
Beautiful.
It's so simple. There's no reason to overdo it. I found a background image I really liked. I found a blueprint I really liked, and we stuck with it. And one thing that I think is another thing to note about this is we also are collecting names, and the fact that, you know, we're getting great conversion rates collecting names as well, because a lot of people say, "Whoa, don't ever collect names." It's like, why wouldn't you collect names? I want to be able to talk to my customer directly, and we even have you ever heard of Pick Snippet, that little tool that includes their name in a photo?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been wanting to do it, but just I've never done it.
Yeah. So
what's it
when
called?
People opt in, Pick Snippet. So what happens is when people opt into this, since we're collecting their name, it sends them a goofy photo of me next to a whiteboard like this, and then it says congratulations, their name. It's just like the little things, you know. It's fun. So it's just reasons to collect names and stuff.
That's funny.
And then after they go here,
and then why do you think on this page? So why do you think proof? Like, what does proof add to this page then? As you think about the perfect page now with proof.
Proof is the reassurance. I mean, that's basically what it is. Because a lot of people you got to remember, these are cold people coming from ads. They don't know who we are and stuff. So when we have proof on it, it's like, all right, these guys are, oh, look, there's my pretty little face. These guys, people trust them. It's one of those things. I think what proof does is allows you to play on someone's subconscious. And it's a principle, I think, that I can't remember who talked about it. It might be Robert Cialdini.
It was.
But basically what happens is the more someone sees you or something like that, or the more proof you have, and it could be something as omnipresence or having something like proof on your page, what happens is subconsciously they view you as more of an authority figure and they trust you. And now they download or they buy, right? And then it's also just like there's other things too, the fitting in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the way I see it is having something like Proof allowed us to be more of an authority figure in our customers' eyes. And that's the big thing. And that's kind of how we want them to come in too. And not like an authority, like, oh, you do what we say, right? But an authority as in, hey, we're actually people that you can trust.
Other people are doing this.
We're good at what we do, and people download it, people buy it.
Yeah.
You can trust us. We're going to get you results just like we got all these other people results, right?
And it's funny, like it really, social proof is so powerful. Like I even think, you know what gets me is how many people follow somebody on Facebook. For whatever reason, that's like a little like I don't really care about it. But when I'm like meeting somebody, I'm like, I think when I was chatting with you, and I like, clicked on your deal, was like looking at your like cool little logos at the top of your page, and I'm like followed by 7,170 people. It's like, this guy's amazing, like, and I don't know, you could have bought those on Fiverr. Not saying you bought them on Fiverr, but like, what do I care what 7,000 people do? But I take it to heart, and I'm like, wow, this must be like a really smart guy. I would love to chat with him, And so it's so powerful. Even if you like know what's happening, it's powerful.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is, it's when you know what's happening, it's powerful, and nobody really does know what's happening. So imagine how powerful it truly is, right?
Exactly.
On a non-marketer's mind, it's like,
wow.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, but that's what it is, and that's why it's so important for us to have it here, because this is like the gate. This is the page that matters most, because without this page, nothing else matters. If they're not opting in here, it doesn't matter. So what we're doing with Proof is not only getting them in the door easier by using the social proof aspect, but my favorite part is the authority aspect. I think it really does appear to make us as more of an authority.
That's
and
cool.
In a sales funnel like this, that's so important, because we're going to sell them something right away after they opt in. And now that they are kind of viewing us as an authority already, I think it's going to boost our conversions on every single page, even if we only have it on this page.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Cool. Let's keep rolling through this funnel here.
All right. So this is going to be kind of a pain, because we're probably not going to go through the funnel or wait for it, because the buttons are on like 7-minute delays, right? But I'll kind of explain it to everyone and how we get such great EPCs. This is just a course that I made, I guess, in conjunction with our partner, Matt Schmidt. So what we did was we just had them download a conversion checklist. And now we say, okay, now you know how to optimize your store. But that isn't the only thing in this equation. You also need to know how to run profitable ads. So now what we're doing is we are reinforcing how good the conversion checklist is, because it's absolutely amazing. So we talk to them about how good it is, and we acknowledge how good the conversion checklist is for the first few minutes. And then from there, we say, hey, look, that's amazing, and I'm so glad you have it. And if you're great at ads, then boom, like you're set. But the thing is not everyone's great at ads. We run 7-figure software companies. We run ads for them. And we run ads for our 7-figure e-commerce stores. And that's like the big thing that we're touching on is the e-commerce part, obviously. But we do also want to let them know, like, hey, I mean, this is a blueprint that works for us in every single industry. And then
now, why don't you say in the headline or the copy or anything here, anything about Shopify? I think it's something you just, left out. It seems to me like you're kind of Shopify. Now it's just like become a marketer, not even for your Shopify store.
We set the framework for that. And the whole purpose of this page is to kind of, what we want to be able to do with it is pick it up and place it into any funnel. So it's a little different.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Because we want, I mean, in this part we could, make it about Shopify, but we cover that in the video and we hook them into watching the video as well. So it's a little less important here, although I think you do make a good point. The reason we do that is just for ease of duplicating and placing it into other funnels, because the video is highly dynamic, and all we do is switch out a few words depending on what you downloaded. That's and cool. same with the page.
Love it.
And
I get the simplicity. I think that's something that, you make things too complex, too sophisticated, and you end up messing everything up. So I think that's smart.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just hook them into the video by saying you have to watch this. We let them know, like, you got 10, 15 minutes anyways, right? Because your conversion checklist is going to be delivered then. And something funny about this was actually that when we created this, ClickFunnels was having, like, delayed webhooks. So it was actually taking hours for it to be delivered. That was a huge pain. But it's cool. It's better now. So we hook them in, and then we just talk about the conversion checklist, and then we sell them on our Facebook advertising course. And we just go through some of our own advertising proof and stuff like that. It's a pretty standard VSL type thing. And it's got a great conversion rate. It's only $9, and that's seriously a steal for everything you're getting in here.
Yeah.
People are just totally loving it, and it's killing it, right? And then we're following this framework here. So after they download that, what we're going to do
By
is
the way, I'll just say something there. So after people opt into our funnel and join the Entrepreneur Alliance, the upsell for us right after that is Facebook ads training as well, and it works really well for us too. So again, for anybody listening, try Facebook ad training. People eat that stuff up right now.
Or don't try it, because then it's less competition for us.
That's true. We'll make all the money.
So, I mean, this is just, like your standard order form. It's just hurry and secure your instant access to your new smart Facebook domination course. The price is raising back to $47 soon. And what we want to do is leave it as simple as possible, because we're on this page, we just don't want any distractions. We want it straightforward. We don't even put testimonials, because we covered testimonials in the video and on the last page, right? So I think that if people already have gone through testimonials, you don't need to have them again on this page at that point, because I can promise you're probably using your best testimonials on your video, and then you use them here as well. And it's kind of like redundant. Does it have any extra effect? I don't know. It's something that's worth split testing, but with our results, I mean, it's this way. Just straightforward, no distraction, enter your credit card number, enter your name, enter your email, right? Boom. Simple. I mean, there's not much to talk about there. It's how we do it. And then after that, we start funneling them into our one-click upsells. So now we go me talking, first person here or whatever on camera, instead of switching instead of doing the PowerPoints, right? So this is kind of like a pattern interrupt. And then the whole point of it is to start building A, trust, and B, letting them just know that we're real people. And then I also, since we have like a pretty cool office space, I wanted to do it just because it lets people know, like, hey, we're a real company. We're not just some dudes working out of grandma's attic or whatever, which is how I got started. But by the way,
which you'll share with them in a few minutes as well, the origin story.
We actually we don't do that. We focus on the company. And now what we want to do is, so we gave them the conversion checklist. That's never going to change. That's going to be effective basically forever. We gave them the Facebook ads thing, and that's great. Now what we're doing is giving them an amazing offer again by allowing them to watch us build a profitable Shopify store every single month. Now this made sense for us because we give this to we're building these courses already. We're building them for the people who use our main apps and spending a lot of money with us. So we're already building these apps every single month, or these trainings every single month. We're like, how can we monetize them? So we're like, okay, we'll just throw it in our funnel, because what we want is for our ads to pay for themselves and our lead generation to pay for itself. So we need to boost the average order value in this funnel as much as we can. So we wanted to throw something super high value and give it at a very decent price. So we just come in here and I talk about how you can watch us build Shopify stores every single month for a $47 fee. And it's just a one-time fee. And you get it. And because like I said, we were making these courses no matter what, we might as well make some money off of them now.
Yep.
And the sales is very simple, and it's not salesy at all, honestly. But there's a point to that, and it's just because I wanted them. We already have sold them. They're already buying our stuff. Now I want them to know that we want to help them succeed, and this is the way they can do it. So what I talk about is how things are constantly changing. Now, Facebook advertising is going to constantly change. Shopify might change a little bit. The way we find products might change. All these things change. So why not be able to follow the change and just pay one time? Because what's going to happen is when something changes, they're going to have to go out and buy another course next month, and another course next month, and another course next month, and keep doing that. So we're like, hey, just get in, right?
So and $47 one time gets you in, and you get all the updates and all this new stuff.
Yeah, and it's just more revenue for us because we were already building these, so it made sense, and we weren't getting paid at all for them before.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, in the past, and we actually just implemented this one like last week. We built this specifically for this funnel, and actually specifically as an upsell to the Facebook ads course, but it goes in any funnel now. But we built it, and this was the first funnel it went in, and it's converting at 50%. So it's like
50% of people. You said 15% that opt in buy
the smart Facebook domination, and then 50% of people who buy that also buy this.
Interesting.
So, and it makes sense.
Good.
Your upsells always have to be complementary, like highly complementary. It has to kind of play on the weakness of the item before it. What you gave them is amazing, but you need this because what you just got is missing a part of the equation, right?
Yeah.
So we're just like filling in the blanks along the way. Everything we have is high value. There's nothing in the funnel that doesn't work on its own, but they supplement it and make it so much better, right? And I mean, the whole way, the Facebook advertising course is everything you need to know about Facebook ads. But guess what? Facebook ads are going to change eventually. And here you can watch us set up new ads on new stores every single month. And it's just so effective because it shows you all the different ways that it can be done, because we're building a new store every month when we do this training. And we have to find new audiences, right? Because it's a new store. So the way we do research and find audiences can be different because each niche is different. Right.
Now, why not make this a membership site, or recurring? That'd be kind of my initial thought. So if you're doing it, why not just do $47 a month?
Here's the most beautiful part. When we do this training and we, what's it called? We show them how to build Shopify stores. We show them how to do it using our apps. So
you don't want the recurring, just not from this thing.
Yeah, we get the recurring from this by them watching it. We show them how to build stores using our apps, and then they sign up for our apps monthly recurring payment.
Beautiful. Love software, man. Software is so fun.
Yeah. So that's why we did that. That's why it made the most sense. So it's just a foot in the door kind of thing, and then they'll get to using our apps. Yeah. And and even if they don't use the apps, they still get the training, and we still got that money. And then we'll probably, since we have them on our email list now, we'll probably sell them on the apps one of these days, right?
Yeah.
And then the final page, this was just here as an AOV booster, really. I wanted to give everyone a really great deal. I looked at the lifetime value of our customers for this app, and I went with something that made sense to boost our AOVs, which is average order value for those who are a little unfamiliar. So since this is for one of our apps, it goes very like corporate VSL. So it's like another pattern interrupt, right? It's just a bunch of stock videos and me narrating it, and it just plays on.
I'm pretty sure I almost bought that stock video from Fiverr the other day.
The first one?
The guy typing in on his computer.
I don't know if they can sell it on Fiverr. Don't buy it on Fiverr. You might want to go to. I got it from Video Jungle.
Yeah,
so
maybe it's on there.
Fiverr.
I go through Video Jungle as well.
Yeah, I think that the guy on Fiverr might not have the license, so be careful there. But now what we're doing is giving them just this is the irresistible offer. So the biggest thing in our company is when we want to generate leads, and we want to get paid for generating leads. We don't want to just pay to generate leads. We want to get paid to generate leads, if that makes sense. So we needed to boost our average order value just to make sure we're above the threshold, and we're way above it right now because we're paying 20 cents a lead and we're getting $5 per email sign up. So way above it.
You're only paying 20 cents a lead and get paid $5 inside of, instantly.
Yeah.
Day one
on Stripe. That might be diluted a little bit because some of it is from retargeting, and I wonder how long. We have a retargeting audience of maybe like 100,000, and that's the one that's getting 20-cent leads and converting the best. And then of course we're getting on average for broad audience 50-cent leads. And it's just,
even if it's half,
they're all converting extremely well.
That's awesome.
Right. I like how they have the little Envato logo on the map.
I noticed that on there.
But yeah, so maximizing here, what we did was we wanted to give them an option. So Facebook ads, was the first item we sold. Then we taught them how to build a store, right? Watch us build a store. Third one, automate your store. So this is our app that allows people to import products into their store with one click and then fulfill them with one click. And we work with multiple different websites. So what this was all about was making it easier because, this is lead generation. A lot of these people are new to Shopify. So and then we give them the option to automate their store. This would cost you $27 a month if you're going to do it on the App Store, which is $900 or $324 a year, and they can just click here to add to cart for a one-time payment of $97. And then we came up with that metric based on our lifetime value of customers for this app. So since this app is only for new stores, right? We have to be honest. Running a business is hard, and not every new store is successful.
Yep.
So while we usually this app has, I want to say, the least churn really, but an issue that we've run into is just Shopify stores closing down because they didn't make the cut. So we'll bill like 6 months on this app, and then maybe they decided to uninstall because they don't need it anymore because it is for new stores. Eventually, you're going to hit a point where you're making so many sales that the app no longer makes sense because the fulfillment will be hooked up directly to your supplier or whatever instead of going through an app. But it just made so much sense.
And so you'll sell this for, you said it's $200?
It's going to be $97 one-time payment. Yeah, since it's a 3-store license, the app is $9 a month. And since it's a 3-store license, it would be $27 a month. And what we're doing is just giving it to them for a 3-store license, lifetime, $97.
Beautiful.
And then
what percentage of people take this that see this one?
25% of the conversions from the last one.
Yeah. So
it's got just huge earnings per visitor. It's like some of there's like what, $25, yeah?
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's just that was something that we wanted. So not only are we, generating leads and breaking even, but now we're getting paid to generate leads, which is awesome because our average lifetime value per customer is really high from our webinars and from our apps. And then from these funnels, it's just a little extra money that'll allow us to better pay our developers, hire new developers, buy more ads and, stuff like that.
Yep.
So it allows us to grow much quicker instead of breaking even and then waiting to grow. Now we can just grow up front. And as long as our stuff's good, because we have, we're really big on interacting with our customers. I told you about how this guy, Mason, will literally go review people's stores like all day long. So we're not worried about selling people up front because we know 2 things. Number one, that our stuff is amazing. We have complete confidence in our products. All of our training works. It works across many niches. It's awesome. And then number 2, we pride ourselves on customer connection and really building great brand equity and a great rapport with our customers. So we're following up with them right away. We're emailing them. We have intercom, checking in on them and all this stuff. We invite them to our Facebook group where we just interact with them. It's super active. I post in there. I just checked our group analytics. I think I post in there like 900 times a month, which is
wow.
Yeah. So it's just super active. And that's one of the things that we wanted to build into our brand was a place of belonging and a place where everybody could fit in and you're not scared to talk and do all that. And obviously, like I wouldn't review a store. I don't have time for that. But that's why we hired someone to do that because it just allows us to do things like this and not worry about scaring customers away and stuff because it doesn't matter. They're going to have a great experience with our brand.
Yeah. This is awesome. Beautiful, dude. I love the simplicity of it. I love how it's so modular. You can plug in different pages that work for all sorts of funnels. You're not rebuilding funnels all the time. You've got a funnel that works, and now you use it lots of different ways.
And that's exactly how it is. The only thing that changes is the lead magnet page, and the only thing that even changes on that is a couple lines of text. And now we can plug and play the rest of the funnel. And the only other thing we'd have to change is the first upsell video because it needs to match the lead magnet. But then these 2 upsells stay exactly the same every time. They don't need to be changed at all.
That's awesome.
So it's just absolutely crazy. I want to...
Dude, here's what I want you to try sometime. On that page there, dude, that one's converting at 15%. Dude, put proof on there on the order form. But dude, I think it'll convert at 22% or more.
Actually... I do have it on one of my order forms in a different funnel, I believe.
How's it doing?
I haven't looked because we're not focusing on it.
Gotcha.
I'll have to check.
In my experience across our customers, it works probably the most dramatically on most order forms. So that's why I say that.
Yeah.
Trying to
I was thinking of putting it on our order form, but our order form is converting at 90%. And I don't know if I want, so like this page,
Okay, so this is the big drop off. It's not the actual order form.
Yeah, the order form's not on this page, so they're going to come here and add it to cart.
Gotcha.
So this is what it looks like. We can kind of go over this now.
Yeah, if it's at 90%,
So, but yeah, I definitely would like to put it on this page. In our other funnel, we have it on this page, but we're only spending like $15 to $20 a day on that. So I haven't. We're really focused on this because it's scaling so well.
Yeah.
And then this is just simple. It's just scarcity and stuff, and then raising the price. We do typically sell this. Like if you were to go buy it from our website or whatever, you'd have to pay more and stuff like that. And then it's just today's date, little cool stuff, and then it expires at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all pretty simple stuff. And then you just click add to cart, and then it's gonna take you to our checkout page. Yeah. But I'll go through something I want to go through is I was telling Dave earlier. I was telling you. I say Dave for the viewers. It felt weird though that we use this on our webinar registration pages. I think I might have archived the webinar too. Okay, no, it's right. It's right here. Last updated a day ago. That's interesting. I don't remember messing with that. Anyways, we literally switched over from lead pages to ClickFunnels because we wanted to use this on our webinar registrations. We run a lot of webinars, do a couple $100,000 a month on webinars. Now, before using Proof, we would get 70% conversions on a webinar registration page, which is by no means bad. And we, get about 700 people on a webinar or so. Since switching over, we usually get 90% plus. We'll see right here. And now we max out every single webinar. So that's awesome.
That's awesome. So before you're getting 70%, which most people would be killed to get 70%. Awesome. Yeah. Hat tip to you. After that, it goes from 70 to 90%. And was the only change Proof?
Yeah.
You're not a guy that changes much.
We use the same.
Let's say
if it works, it works. I use the same webinar registration pages. Everything's just the same. I can't remember what the dates were for this, so let's give it a shot here. All right, here we go. So here's our stats for this one.
It's nuts.
Oh, funnily enough, our numbers went up. Yeah, it had a huge impact on our income. I don't know how much the income is really because we're selling different things and different price points, different offers. So I can't necessarily say how much of it was Proof because some offers are like $1,500 and we're gonna make a ton of money, and some are like $200 we're not gonna make a ton. Yeah. But I will say that our income per month has gone up an astounding amount since we've started focusing on using Proof and building up these funnels with at least an extra 100,000 a month, which is no small amount. But if you look here, so unique visitors to this page, 3,300, and we got 3,000 signups. So out of the 3,300 people who visited this page, only 3,000 decided not to sign up. And that's just absolutely crazy. And we'll go through this real quick too, because I want to walk people through this because I think this will help a lot of people with their webinars. And the principles of Proof on this are exactly the same. So let's see, 7 days ago, Desiree. Oh, it's so sad to see that no one's registering anymore.
The last one.
The last one that poured in nearly over a month since the webinar was over.
That's awesome.
But with this one, it's the same thing. The way we use Proof is going to be the same every time. It's just I like it. On this page, it's actually less of the authority because we're not worrying about selling anything right away. This is just someone else signed up, I better sign up too. And I think it's so effective. A 20% conversion rate increase, that's like an unheard of for anything in any industry ever, right? Yeah. Like usually people will, shout to the rooftops about a 5% increase in conversions, and to boost it by 20%, it's nuts. Yeah. So I'm a huge fan. That's I actually, awesome. When you do talk to my CTO, or if you do about the Shopify stuff, he will probably tell you about how much I was talking about you guys when we first started using it. Because when we first started using it, I was obsessed. I was like, dude, we have to go to the bar. We're going to take a look at this. I want to see how it's done. I love it. It's amazing.
Get this
We're
on
going to
everything.
put it on everything. Yeah. I was like,
It's funny. It's funny. I probably once a day we probably get someone that's like, "Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to tell my team to just put this on everything." I'm like, dude, I'm totally killing all the like tech guys out there that the CEO walks in and they're just like, "We're putting proof on everything tomorrow." You know, it's just like I bet people are a little frustrated with that, but it's working well, which is awesome. So,
I mean, that's awesome. I want to go through this page though, because
that'd be
I
great.
want to. I think this will help a lot of people. It's just like this blueprint we came up for our webinar registration pages that are just absolutely killing it. So when you'll probably see that this is the most used webinar registration page. A lot of people are using it. The only difference is a lot of people don't use video. Look, if you're serious about your business, please just start using video. Do you want to connect with your customers? Like, come on. There's no better way to express something and to connect with someone better than just talking to them. Obviously, because text is good and you'll do fine, but why do fine when you could do better?
Yeah.
Right. And then this is actually edited, so it usually would say Thursday's workshop, but I updated it because it was the day of the webinar. So just like final things, please don't pop up on me. And then we just get them in the simple e-commerce system. This is the first thing that someone sees. So we kind of wanted to just like grab their attention, make them read on. So it's the simple e-commerce automation system that's making $7,166 a day. And then it goes on how Ross's new automated Shopify store generated $15,000 in its first 11 days. We will take you hand by hand and show you step by step what Ross accomplished absolutely free. So stuff like this never changes. This subline right here is always going to be the same. It's going to be, we will take you by the hand and show you step by step how X happened. Okay. And then it's absolutely free because it's a free workshop. And this is just going to be, this is always going to be a headline about some type of results that we got with what we're about to show you. And obviously, you know, these are real results from things that happen. Ross is actually a good friend of mine. I don't know if you know Ross Carroll. He lives in West Chase, just down there. He has 2 warehouses, huge in e-commerce, and we went out there and shot interviews for him with this, and just like absolutely all out. It was
cool.
awesome. And then just a headline about something we did, and then just a little highlight on the best part, and then stuff, little scarcity, our very limited workshop. All right, so maybe we're stretching the truth right here. A lot of the times we have 1,000 spots. It's funny though, our Demio account, we're doing webinars. We're like, why can't we get more than 100 people on a webinar, right? Like, why can't we? And I've had access to Demio since like way before they released in the public. Wyatt and David were my best friends, so I've been with them every step of the way. Demio was built in my office, like 2 of my offices that I let them use so they could save money, right, on rent. But I'm like, why can't I get more than 100 people on a webinar? It turns out that they accidentally limited my account to 100 attendees.
No.
it was like 3 webinars, totally an accident. Not their fault at all.
Yeah, but everybody thinks they're like some super VIP club now. They can never get in, so now they want to get in even more. Like, it just built a culture of people that come to webinars early now.
It really does. I mean, we're still filling out, so it doesn't matter. But that was a frustrating. I think it was only 2 webinars actually, but those webinars were very frustrating.
That's funny.
And then I mean, this is obvious right here. It's just like who's presenting.
Yep.
But this is where I like to get creative down here at the bottom. And I think these 3 headlines are the most important part of the page, because what we do is try to be mysterious. So this one only has one mysterious part to it, which is how invisible robots equal big money, ? And then these are just like how you can build a store in a few clicks, because these are just sexy angles. Sometimes it's hard to resist the sexy angle when they have something that's working so well in such a great software or something, or they're getting such great results. It's like, well, I guess I'll just talk about that. But what I like to do is write something that'll really pique their interest and cause them to read the entire paragraph below it. So I might say like this. I think on one of the other webinar pages I used the same blueprint on, it was just the secret sauce, and then the secret sauce was in quotation marks. And then I don't reveal anything. I just say that on this webinar, I'm going to talk about the secret sauce, and what the secret sauce has allowed us to accomplish is this. But the only way you'll find out is by signing up. And like things like this, and this is basically how invisible robots equal big money. I don't tell you. It just says, imagine how much more money you could make if everything was automated by invisible little robots. We're going to show you how you can use these robots to make you money on autopilot. So I think that 1 or 2, I like to do 2, but if you can only do 1, right, It's fine. One really mysterious box at the bottom, and it's gonna perform really well.
Yep.
And then you have one, and that's performing so well. You're getting signups, and then you got proof in the bottom left. Oh, someone signed up X seconds ago. Oh, Janet signed up Y seconds ago. Oh, Devin signed up 3 times testing his funnel 3 seconds ago. Right?
Totally. It's funny when people with proof, they're all like, they get all geeked out about like having their own name pop up on a test. Like you can delete that, but like guys like you and me, like mine's all over my funnels. I'm testing it. I don't go in and like delete them, but they're like, they'll get one. They're like, I shut everything off because my name was popping up. It's like, dude, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but people get hung up on that kind of stuff.
Nobody cares. But yeah, so like this works really well, right? 70%, and I think like 70% people would even go fanatic about that. So if you want, they just copy that and get 70%. Added proof, boom, 90%, 93%. Yeah, and now there's no going back. There's like, this is the world. It's one of those things where the world has changed forever for our registration and sign up pages.
Have we made it
it's a new era.
Have we made it into the long-term stack? You know, you're like, you got ClickFunnels, you got your email software, you got proof. Have we made it into the stack yet?
Oh yeah.
It's hard to make it in there.
It's a part of it. As long as we do not have a way to integrate it with Shopify's app pages, sadly. But for all of our registration pages, or lead magnets, emails, whatever, anything, or actually we do use it on our sales pages at Drip Apps too. But so we use it on our sales pages. That's a different company, so
perfect.
But it's in everything. Anywhere we can use it, we're definitely using it. And I wish that Shopify, if you're listening, please allow us to put custom code on your pages. I totally get why they didn't do it, but I would like to put maybe like my Facebook conversion pixel or something, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, totally. Dude, very cool, man. Well, my computer's about to die here. So we got to wrap this up, man. But dude, this has been sweet. Thank you seriously so much. Even I learned so much walking through this whole thing. I'm all fired up to go out there and build funnels.
Dude, it's a lot of fun. I do it all myself, even though I shouldn't be doing it myself. I do it all myself. It's a total blast. And hey, man, thank you so much.
You're just geeking out over the funnels, man. I love it.
It's seriously been a pleasure. I love proof so much. If you go ask any of my good buddies, just go ask Wyatt, because him and I do meetings every week, and I've talked about proof. We've all talked about it. It's something I just wasn't shutting up about for like a good 2 weeks. You'd catch me at the bar like, have you tried it
out? Dude, very cool, man. I really appreciate that. We'll love what you guys are doing. I think we're gonna be able to do some fun stuff here together over the next year. I feel like there's some good stuff brewing here. So awesome, man. Well, sounds good, guys. And if they want to check you out, can I put like the link below the video or kind of attach to this? What the top of your funnel is, or something they can actually see all this on?
I think. How about we just direct people to I'd rather direct them to my Facebook group if that's possible.
That's great.
Yeah, because I think they'll get the most value there, and they can come interact with us and ask questions and do all that. It's just a much more personal learning thing. So
yeah, and what's the name of your Facebook group?
The Smart Apps Shopify Success Group. So it's long.
Dude, that's amazing.
Everybody, smart is spelled with a 7. It's SMAR7. It's pronounced smart. If you come in there and you ever put a T in it, I will kick you from the group. No, not really, but I will respond and say I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of the Smart 7 that you speak of.
Dude, so last question here. Do you wish it was spelled with a T and not a 7 there? If you could go back.
I've thought about it. I still think about it. I was on a phone call the other day, and I was like, well, I guess we have to change it smart, with a T. It is smart. We'd have to change it to a T. But there's no way that, there's probably trademarks, copyrights. That name's so...
Yeah.
We needed the 7. It's a super interesting story. We were coming up with a different company name earlier that day, and we're like, come on, 7's lucky, put it in the name. And then we decided to come up with this company randomly, and we're like, we'll just throw a 7. Since we couldn't put it in the other company name, we're like 7.
Dude, love it, man. Love it. Well, dude, you're so generous, man. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for just giving us the goods here. And we'll get you back on here. We'll do some more cases, stuff like that, dude. But love that you're using proof. It's working for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope everybody who watched enjoyed. It was a lot of fun, man. Honestly, stuff. So any way I can help, ever.
Dude, for sure, man. All right, appreciate it. For those of you guys that are looking at proof, go to useproof.com. Check it out, 14-day free trial. Although if you're like an hour into this call, you probably know what proof is by now. It's like some lead generation video. So useproof.com, check it out, 4-day free trial, and once you get great results, we'll get you on this as well. So we'll talk to you guys soon. See you, Devin.
Now, here are some interesting facts about the mastermind, which give you an idea of how important it is and how necessary that you embrace this principle and make use of it in attaining success in your chosen occupation. First of all, it is the principle through which you may borrow and use the education, the experience, the influence, and perhaps the capital of other people in carrying out your own plans in life. It is the principle through which you can accomplish in 1 year more than you could accomplish without it in a lifetime if you depended entirely upon your own efforts for success.